webinar. I'm recording this session, so you will be able to see it also. I will show it also in the listserv. I hope you can hear me well. Please write down if you can, so I will know. And also that you can see my screen. Okay, so what I'm presenting to you today is the March release notes. I'm very excited about it because it has a lot of features that came from the community, from conversations, from the listserv, Basecamp, idea exchange, different types of communications, and I believe it's a great release. So thank you all for contributing to the community. The first feature I'm going to present is how to manage purchase request. Actually, it's an update on managing purchase requests for citations. So it's a very exciting feature because now you can manage purchase requests in a much easier way with new facets and search. So when I go to purchase requests in Alma, and I have one example here, I have new facets. I can see the year, the course term, the course year, the academic department, the processing department, whether or not it was creating from a reading list, and the requester name. Also, I can see these fields here in the search, the course code, the course instructor, and the requester. So now I can really search for a specific course code or course instructor inside my purchase requests. Another great thing is adding this information to the details of the citation. So here in the table, you can see different information about courses, and it also supports multi-courses. The course code, the section, the name, the processing department, the academic department, number of participants in the course, the term, citation tag, number of copies, of course, and whether it was created automatically by a role. This citation was created manually. If it was created automatically, you will know which role created this purchase request. So this is a very nice enhancement to the way things work today. And also, since Rialto customers will be able to open here Rialto, you will have the entire flow of starting from a course, from choosing an item for a specific course, and then ordering it, which is nice. Another new feature works for activating or deactivating courses. So when you deactivate a course or activate a course, it will automatically update the status of the reading list and the status of the publications. So in Alma, when I go to the fulfillment job, configurations, look for courses. So I have the activate and deactivate courses. And here I can actually choose what I want to do on activation, which status should I give to the reading list and which publication status. And on deactivation, what should be the reading list status and what should be the reading list publication status. For example, I can choose that this status would be being prepared. So the reading list status on activation would be being prepared. And the reading list publication status would be archived when the course ends. Publisher parameter. We've added a new parameter for publisher parameter in the copyright section in managing copyright, in the copyright management for all publishers. Select all publishers. This is a feature that came from customers that wanted us to be able not to choose specific publishers, but to be able to create a rule for all the publishers. Third, Iron's libkey integration. A new integration. I will show the integration and then I will talk about it. Actually, it supports direct download of articles. So this is a new integration in Leganto. And as you can see, some of the articles here have the download article option. These are only the items with a DOI. And this link goes directly to Third Iron's software that downloads automatically the article. So if I click here, I can download automatically the article. This can be configured in the Alma configuration. Leganto on external integrations screen. I have the browsing API key and the browsing client ID, which I got from the support of Third Iron. So if you want to use it, you can get it from their support if you are a customer. These are the different ways that the link is displayed because there are different options for displaying this link depending on whether there is a download attachment or there isn't. Okay, another new thing we've added is the Primo newspaper scope. So it's a new scope for Primo to search for newspapers. This scope is enabled in Primo and then it is also supported in Leganto. So this is the screen that enables the display link to newspaper search in Primo. This is a very nice enhancement, actually. It's about the notes. Quick access to the notes. So it allows you to see the notes very easily and quickly, more easily than today. It uses the alert mechanism. So when you see that you have an alert for a note, I will go to the citation screen. And here, go to the alerts. Has new note. And if a citation has a new note, you will see here the note. Now you will also have it in the edit section. Notes. And here you can see I have two notes, only one I've seen before, because if you have more than one, you will see only the last one. And it gives you a very quick access to all the notes. This is another feature that helps you actually control the size of the workspace. So you can resize your workspace. You can change the size of this sidebar and actually make this one bigger if you need. You can even collapse it. And it can be also a configuration. In the next releases, it will be a configuration, so we will be able to set it to the default will be collapsing this sidebar if you need a workspace. This is a very nice enhancement for Sideit. We save the user preferences of the Sideit. It means that if I'm an instructor and I want to add an item to my list, and I want to use Sideit, it will be able to remember the last list I was working on. So if I'm adding multiple items to the same list, it's actually even the same section. I'm currently building week 2 of child development. Then you can see it here that I already have this chosen for me and I don't need to choose it every time. It remembers the previous time I used it. Okay, this is a very nice feature. Actually, it's only the start of a nice feature because we are going to update it in the next few releases. It gives you actually the ability, it gives the library the ability to show its contribution to student affordability through reports and in Leganto actually. The first feature is exposed only to librarians and shows them the price. They can access the price of a citation, and it is auto-calculated on the list. So you will have the price on the list. In the next few releases, we will have it called speaker price, which is like list price, but since we are on a reading list, we wanted it to be less confusing. And the list price, we will have the list price and also the price that is covered by the library. So if some of the items are covered by the library, we will show you which items are covered by the library and what amount is not covered by the library and the student would have to pay for this course. Also, in future releases, we have a plan to make it auto-populated, so you will have the price picked up from a pricing system, and also to have a report about it, so you will be able to share it with anyone you want and to show library contribution. So I think it is a very important feature, and it's the first step in a few developments, upcoming developments. We've changed the navigation bar of the mobile app of Leganto to be here, which makes a lot of sense for mobile users that are used to have their navigation there. So again, a very nice enhancement for our application and for mobile users. Okay, this is a small enhancement actually for the workflow of locating repository. Previously, we had the overlay option, which was an option to merge citations with bibliographical records. That when a bibliographical record metadata was copied to the citation. Now we also support copying it, but without the type. So when copying the metadata to the citations from the bibliographical record, we will still keep the type of the citation. We will not use the type of ALMA. So it's a nice enhancement of this feature. I will show this configuration here. So if I go to the configurations again, Leganto, general settings, on locate. You can see here the overlay field. This is the method of which I'm merging citation and bibliographical record, and I can choose another one if I want. I can choose whatever I want from here, including the overlay node type, which you can see on the right. The last new feature that I want to present is the purge. It's for customers that have the delete, a logical delete. And we want to offer you also the option to purge, because logical delete keeps the lists today, and actually even keeps it in analytics, and it also has the option to restore it. While if you want to clean up, you will have to use this option purge, so we will not keep the reading list. This cleanup action can be done on a reading list. So for any reading list, you can choose purge here. And of course, if you eat it by mistake, we ask you about it, so you don't need to guess that you're doing something wrong here. Okay. Also, please be aware that we've had some fields that were deprecated in the analytics, and they were now removed in this release. That's it. I'm happy to hear questions, get questions. I will give moments if you need to think about them while talking about the sneak peek for next release. If you want, you can ask me now also. Okay, so May sneak peek. We're offering a few new things for May. We are offering an integration with RefWorks to be able to export reading lists, sections, and citations to RefWorks. We're also offering copyright and digitization requests will now have instructors will now see why they can't paste these requests. So if they are not permitted, so they will know, you will know how to handle it in the case that you need it. In addition, the workflow for instructors to loan their own personal copies to the library. So instructors will be able to give the library their personal copy, and we will support a new workflow that the instructor will serve as a location. So you will be able to assign a location to an instructor. So when the course was over, you can return the book to the instructor. Another very nice feature is the ability to import references from PDF straight to Leganto. So if you have a PDF with a list of references, you will be able to copy it to Leganto and create the citations accordingly. It is something that we will first expose to librarians to get your feedback. And after that, we will expose it also to instructors. And of course, supporting creating BCS requests with no course is also a feature that we will support in May. This is for the English copyright system, BCS, and it allows them to open requests with no course, without a course. So they can open the request and then add a course if they want. Thank you very much. Please tell me if you have questions, because I'm open to hear. Thanks, Greg. Okay, so thank you very much. I enjoyed talking to you.